Hello everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I'm absolutely 101% confident that you will gain a valuable technical knowledge from my content. So without further ado, let's dive right in. In today's session, I'm excited to teach you how to create a Windows server and configure an Active Directory domain controller on an AWS EC2 instance. First thing first, you will need to register for an AWS account. I recommend starting with a free tier account, which is available for a year at no cost, provided you stick to the free tier components in your AWS usage. Just a heads up, if you venture beyond the free tier services, you will definitely get charged. So keep that in mind as you explore. So try to utilize as a free tier only services. Let's get started on this journey to mastering cloud computing together, and especially on focusing on creating an Active Directory domain controller using Windows 2016 server on AWS EC2 instance. To get started, I encourage you to open your web browser and search it on the Google with AWS free tier. The first link that you get as a start with a free tier account, click on that. So you'll find the options to create a free tier account. As you proceed with, you will be prompted to fill in the detail while you click on this option. That would request you to fill up with informations like username, password, credit card information. Now, I want to reassure you that while entering the credit card details is a mandatory step for registration, you will not be charged as long as you stay within the limits of free tier account. It's a simply precautionary measure by AWS. Once you have completed the registration process and created your account, the next step is you to log in using your root user credential. This will grant you access in the full suite of AWS, and you can access all the tools and resources, which allows you to run your creativity and innovations in the cloud. Once you're logged into AWS console, you need to click on services option. So click on services. Under there, you would have EC2 from the menu that you need to select. This will take you to the EC2 dashboard where you will find options to launch instance. Go ahead and click on that. So here you're going to create a new EC2 instance. For that, you need to give a name. For example, I'm giving a demo 80 server. Feel free to choose a name that suits your project. Next, scroll down. You need to select the OS, which is Windows, to set up a Windows 80 servers. And then next, you have to use an iOS image for specific versions of Windows 80 server. There, the list you can see available here: Windows Server 2022, 2019, 2016. So all these are having tag as well, the free tier eligibles. In my case, I'm going to use 2016 Windows Server with free tier eligible. Scroll down, you will have to click on the key pair. You need to create a key pair that would need you to connect to the instance from your local machine. So you need to create a key pair name. So I'll give a demo 80 key pair. Click on create key pair. This will automatically download a key pair as a PEM format on your local machine. This file has been downloaded. Go next. You don't need to select anything. It's all related to securities and network. If you're very much familiar, you can choose this option. Otherwise, what it's going to do is it's going to create a default security group, and it will be having the default option, which is allow RDP traffic from, which means it's going to accept the request from any of the servers from anywhere. So this is also going to align you with 30 GB volume on the hard disk. That's all. So you need to click on launch instance. So once you click on the launch instance, it will simply start creating an instance for you. Um, while this is behind the scenes creating and the process is running to launching the instance, you can click back on the instance. The behind the scene, it will be executing the process. You will see the demo AD server is getting created. It's in the pending state. So this demo AD server, domain server, is the one which I already created earlier. You can ignore this one, or I can simply go ahead and delete this from instance, terminate delete instance. So this is getting deleted while I'm having a new demo AD servers. Its status is pending. You click on this refresh button. It will keep on changing the status. Now it's showing the status is running, but still it's trying to initialize. It will run some pre-checks. Once the checks is completed, the status will be showing that all the checks is completed. All right, as you can see now our instance is up and running. All the checks has been passed, so instance is very well ready to use for us. Let's go ahead and click on the instance. How to connect to this machine that we have already created. What you have to do is click on the connect button, click on the RDP client. You need to download this RDP file that will utilize to be connect to this machine. Download this file. We can certainly connect to this machine, but we need to know the password. As you can see, the username is here. You need to get the password. So how to get the password is click on this, get password. It will prompt you to use the demo AD key pair. If you remember, during our instance creation, we created a key pair and the PEM file was downloaded. So you need to upload that PEM file as a private key to get that password of the administrator account. So upload this file. It will decrypt the password for you. As you can see, the password is here. Now you need to copy and save it somewhere in your local so that you can use it while you go and connect to the instance. So finally, I have the PAM file, I have the RDP tool that I downloaded from AWS instance. Under the important info PDF file, I just saved the administrator account password so that I can just copy paste while I try to log in. So let's go ahead and connect to this RDP machine. Double click on the demo AD server. It will prompt you to provide your credentials. So let's copy paste AD password. Administrator account is already there. You just need to paste the password and click on continue. So click continue. It will start connecting to that machine. This will take a few minutes while it's loading the machines the first time. So now our next step is to configure the Active Directory domain services on this Windows 80 Server 2016. Let's click on Windows button. Next, navigate to Server Manager. This will take a few minutes to reflect or load because it's the first time you're trying to log in. So click on Add Roles and Features. Click Next. Click Next. So here it will be prompting you to choose the server in the pool. As of now, we have only one server. So let's click on next button. So here's the features that you need to configure on this particular machine. So as we're going to configure the domain server, so let's click on Active Directory Domain Services. So which will include ADDS tools, and all that. Also, if you wish to set up a single sign-on services, you can enable this Active Directory Federation services right away, or you can do it later. Active Directory lightweight directory services, if you want to proceed and utilize the ADLDS tool to connect to the, as an LDAP tool to connect to the AD services, install that, click next. So let's use it by default, whatever is enabled as of now. .NET 3.5 features or .NET 4.6 is going to be installed. Let's go ahead with the default options. Click next on all the further options. And it will require the restart once this is automatically configured. Click on that. If it requires to restart, it will automatically restart this machine. Click on the install. It will take quite a minute till that I will pause the recording. Once it's finished, I will resume from there. So finally, our Active Directory installation is completed. Let's click on the close button. So I'll go ahead, you click on Active Directory DS Direct Domain Server. It's still prompting you configuration required for Active Directory Domain Services at this machine. So click more over here. So it says configuration required for Active Directory, promote the service to a domain controller. So you need to take the section, click on that. So here you need to give the domain name. I'll give a demo 80.local. So it's going to configure a domain, DNS server, global catalog, and you need to give a password. Click next. Click next. So it will automatically pick up the NetBIOS domain name as a demo 80. Next. So let the settings to be as the default. Keep going and click on the next. So it's telling you what all it's going to do. So you can review this and click on the next option. So configuration, it's gonna run the prerequisite checks and then final installation will begin. It's basically the configurations for the Active Directory domain services. So all the prerequisites checks is successfully passed. You can go ahead and click on the install button. This will take a few minutes. Till then, I will pause. Once it's finished, we'll resume. So finally, our Active Directory domain configuration is completed. Now, if you click on the Windows button, you will see the Windows Administrative Tools. The new option is here. Click on that. You can go ahead and click on Active Directory Domains and Trust. You would see Active Directory users and computers. Here you can see demoid.local domain is configured. Click on it. You can see your Active Directory is ready. And you can start configuring your users and groups as per your need. Thank you. Thank you so much for this session. Thank you so much for watching this session. Please feel free to like and subscribe my channel, and please do comment if you want me to cover up a specific topic. Thank you so much.